How do you get investors to give you $50,000? I thought I'd shoot a little video with 9 points here in my garage about raising investment money for your idea, growing your business, your app, your invention, whatever it might be. I did a talk the other week on how to raise $1 million, but you might not need $1 million. So let's talk about how to get 50 grand. Let me give you 9 quick points here if I can get to them all. So the first one is get to the point real quick. The type of people that have money sitting around to invest in you, they probably have that money because they're not procrastinators and they're busy people, right? They know what they want and you don't have to beat around the bush. And so many times I'll get people come to me, I'm an investor or my investor friends, and people just, they start talking about the $1 trillion industry. Do you want to be involved in it and this? And let me show you this and let me give you a pitch deck and will you sign this NDA disclose, and people are just like, hey, just tell me what you're trying to do. Let's see if there's even potential, any mutual, venture we can do here together. And so I have a friend and he met with a super high-powered investor, a billionaire. And he told me he was standing outside that billionaire's office waiting for his appointment. And he could hear the guy in there just yelling and screaming at somebody else. And he was going, oh man, maybe I picked a bad day to come here and try to pitch this investor. And so he walked in to the office and the guy said to him, he said, I'm having a bad day. You have 30 seconds. Tell me why I should invest in you. And my friend luckily understood what some people call an elevator pitch. I call it a one-sentence plan. An elevator pitch, people say that because obviously the idea is if you got in an elevator and you were in with Bill Gates or some big investor for 3 floors, could you get to the point quick enough that they would say, maybe hand you their card and be like, that sounds intriguing. And my friend was able to get to the point real quick with this billionaire, and the billionaire gave him his card. I don't know. It's an acquaintance. It's actually not a close friend, but I don't know if he actually got the money. But the point is, it moved to stage 2. So that's stage 1. Get the point. Number 2, the pitch should be about you. And this is not what people tell you. There's a great book, little teeny book from Harvard professor. I think his name was Solomon. And he basically said, generally, investors, at least the smart ones, they know that whatever plan you're presenting to them is very optimistic. And so if you just show, well, we're going to sell this many units and this is how many people can potentially buy and you can make all your money back plus more, they're going to be a little bit skeptical. But if they buy into you and your unique ability and your unique skills and some access to other people that you might have, the people like the old cliche, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So if you have unique context, if you have a unique life experience, a unique set of what I call deep domain expertise, maybe it's in computer programming, maybe it's in understanding the psychology of sales and your marketplace, that is what you want to pitch to them. So you have your 30 seconds or so, or maybe a minute, where you explain the general venture that you're trying to do, the general idea that you want to invest in, and then you move very quickly into why you're the person for the job. Because every investor worth their cent, they don't want to hear too much about the idea until they bought into you. So that's number 2. By the way, I don't have to go through those 9. If you can get those first 2 right, you will rock and roll. I'm actually going to do a full talk. I'm going to do a free live talk online. You can watch it on your phone or on your computer if you want to see. I'm going to put a link. It should be either somewhere around here or maybe below. If you click the link, you can watch my full live talk. It's absolutely free. Click the button. It takes you to my website. You can register and grab your spot. There's no credit card or anything. There's no gimmicks. It'll show you the time. We'll translate it to your time zone. And I'll go through these 9 in a lot more, kind of a little more detail that you really need. I'm just trying to, it's actually really hot here in the garage. I'm not sure why. You like the scooter there? I've decided I'm going to try to tow a scooter behind the Ferrari and Lamborghini. So anyway, next thing, okay, those are the first 2. The third thing is that you want to find out the monetary goal that they have. Because believe it or not all investors have the same monetary goal in terms of how much money that they want to gain in return. So some investors are very cutthroat. They're there and they're like, show me the money. I want to maximize my ROI, my IRR. I want to have, 15% return minimum over 10x over 7 years, all that. But you'll find a lot of people that just want to invest in something new, fun, and exciting. Of course, most investors want to make money. That's why they have money. They're okay with, they get it. They go, all right, I'm going to make money on this venture. But not all of them are as focused on that. So when I say number 3, once you understand their monetary goals, you'll know how to adjust your pitch. If there's somebody that's just looking for something fun. I have an investor, a buddy of mine, he's in his 60s or 70s. He pretty much likes to invest in stuff that gives him access. He's kind of, you get older, I think he's a little bit lonely. He wants to do stuff that's fun and he meets new people and stuff. So he's always like, hey Tai, what do you have that I can invest in that will get me access to parties and social stuff and travel and all that? So for him, he does want a decent return on his money. But when I'm talking to him, if I just come and talk to him all about money, he always brings it around like, but wait, what does this have to do with what I really want, which is to feel young again, So get inside their head. Number 3, understand their true monetary goals. And I've met other people that are like, dude, I don't care if I'm investing in the garbage business. Just give me a hell of a lot of money back for my return on investing on you, and that's all I care about. So there's a big difference in how you're going to adjust what you say over time. Number 4, it's a little bit like dating. Don't go in for the close immediately. If you meet somebody, a girl or a guy that you like, and you're at Starbucks, if you get down on one knee and propose to them in the first 10 minutes of meeting them, what are they going to think? They're going to think you're desperate, you're crazy, and they're going to run the other way. Same thing with investors. You got to build up to it. You want to have some level of non-urgency to your pitch. You want to show the urgency that this is a big thing and that you're catching a trend, but you don't want to be like, for the love of God, please somebody marry me, please somebody invest in me, right? That's a big mistake. As the old saying goes, we move away from whatever pursues us. It's kind of like a cat. If you go and you want to pet your cat, the cat disappears. And then when you're just laying back and you're relaxed, then the cat comes and brushes up against your leg, right? That's how investors are. They got plenty of things to do with their money. So if you're just running after them at every moment, you're going to alienate quite a few people and potentially people that could really be part of what you're doing. So that's number 4. I'm going to end here because I'm going to do this a little more in depth. But these 4 points are massive. I know they sound simple. Just watch all your friends. Your friends won't know these. And if they know them, they're book smart about them, they're not actually acting on them. So there's these 5 other ones, there's these 9. So click the link here below or above or wherever it is and register. Last time I had 14,000 people on my live talk, so you can get in there, grab your spot early, okay, so it doesn't fill up. And also, if you have some questions, write them down. It'll be an interactive call. You can actually talk to me. So it's completely free, no obligation. Check out the 9 ways you can get investors to give you $50,000 for your idea. These are important ones. It's important to be able to understand capital. So many people think it's just about an idea. It's just about execution. But you need, as I've talked about with the Lamborghini and the Ferrari, you need the fuel units. What do the fuel units do? They give you freedom to go out and not build a business on an absolute shoestring where you're completely stressed out at every moment. You'll lose creativity. It's great to have a nice buffer behind you. You don't need too much money. You may not need 10 million bucks, but 50 grand is a good number for a lot of you to be able to start something with real significance. So click the link. You'll see the dates. We'll translate it into your local time zone so you know exactly when to show up for the call. And all you got to do is have your phone or computer. You can watch it at work, wherever you are. Watch it at home. Watch it on the phone. Watch it on the desktop. And we'll be talking about these 9 things. So click the link, and I'll see you real soon on the live talk. All right? Oh, by the way, subscribe to my channel. I'm giving away a lot of good nuggets. I gave you 4 here. These are badass ones, really. They're simple, but simple's often the most powerful advice that I've ever received from anybody. So